more harping on about styles, largely because they are kind of the equivalent of the warp drive on the SS Enterprise, enormously powerful and really well worth your while getting acquainted with. Let's focus quickly on heading styles, which do a lot of the sort of heavy lifting in a document, and on the process of modifying those heading styles. If I'm looking at this little document, very basic template document, we have headings 1, 2, 3, 4 and through 6. I'm just going to come over to the style pane and modify heading 1. As I've mentioned in posts, most heading styles are based on the normal style. The only issue with this is that if you're modifying the normal style for your document to include a font change, double spacing, first line indent, those changes will ripple through to your heading styles. So here's a thought. Base your heading styles perhaps on no style, and if you are planning to use perhaps the other alternative, a body text style as such, a text style for the main body type of the document, then perhaps set that as the thesis body text style, in this case, as the style for the following paragraph, so that every time you type a heading 1 heading, or as we'll see subsequently heading 2, 3, 4, when you hit enter, you're automatically into the style that will control the appearance of the text in the body of your document. That's one thing. If I repeat that, if I repeat that with heading 2 as a style, and you may need to do this for most of the ones you use, the key thing here will be to base heading 2 on heading 1. So for example, a font change to heading 1 or an attribute of heading 1 that I'm changing will push down through heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, if they're all connected. This one already has thesis body text as the following style. How this works, the linkage, I've already done that for headings 3 and 4, but if I come back to heading 1, never do this obviously, and modify that by changing its color, then I should see that pushed through into the remainder of the heading styles in my document, although suddenly I think I have removed heading 1, oh joy, simply because the styles cascade, I suppose you could say, or are connected. The advantage too of using modify in terms of styles is, as we've seen, you can control, and I'm just going to heading 4 for a moment, which is this little beauty down here. You can control those key elements of a heading using the format menu down here in terms of paragraph, how much space precedes and follows each heading, because as we've ascertained, you never want to use just dead paragraph returns that act as little spaces. And you may also like to address the issue of whether or not you want 1.5 or single line spacing for your heading text if you do have headings, multi-line headings. The other thing to mention is that little format menu also lets you come to numbering, and possibly when you get down to headings 4, 5 and 6, maybe you don't want numbering. You might just turn that off for that particular heading style, and then you'll find that heading 4, while it remains an item in your table of contents perhaps, or your document, a formatted item, which should also show up over here in my thingamy, but isn't quite, there it is, my navigation pane. It's not going to be laboured with a great weight of numbering. So a couple of key things about those styles, a few judicious minutes spent tweaking those can make an enormous difference to the efficiency with which you can format and reformat your document. Thank you.